James Gunn has forced Andy Muschietti to remove scenes of Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman and Henry Cavill's Superman from the Flash film. I guess a DC reboot is imminent. So the Hollywood Reporter has officially confirmed that the cameos for Wonder Woman and Superman have been removed from the upcoming Ezra Miller, Andy Muschietti Flash film. Now, this is coming from the Hollywood Reporter, and they say the sunsetting of Cavill's time as Superman was the clearest indication yet that Gunn and Safran are mounting an substantial overhaul of DC, a reboot that will cut significant, if not most, ties to the previous regimes that handled DC movies for Warner Bros. Cavill also shot a cameo in The Flash, one of the 4 DC movies set to release in 2023, but sources say that cameo, along with that of Gal Gadot as Wonder Woman, is now being cut and given that the studio chose not to go forward with director Patty Jenkins' version of Wonder Woman 3. That's all we really need to know about Hollywood Reporter. Now, and this week has been very busy as a DC fan. And it's honestly, as somebody on YouTube who covers a lot of DC, you guys know I'm a hardcore DC fan. DC, I've said this before, I don't care what happens to Star Wars, I don't care what happens to Marvel, I don't care what happens to Lord of the Rings, Matrix, whatever other franchise out there, as long as DC is healthy and well, to me, that's all that matters. I care about DC far more than I care about any other studio or any other franchise out there. But it's been difficult covering DC the last couple of days with a lot of divisive opinions, a lot of people just going berserk about the whole, potential of DC rebooting. We know Cavill's gone. We know Jenkins is gone. But, the trades are releasing stuff. It's like every day it's like something new with DC. And it just sucks that DC got to this level because of the previous Warner Bros. Regime, Toby Emmerich fucking things up. All these other people fucking things up. And then eventually Walter Amato was given DC and then he couldn't do jack shit with it. Instead, he just ended up trying to isolate Superman and, this and this and that. And now we have Elseworld stories, but we don't even know what the fuck's going on with DC. And it's just exhausting. But obviously the biggest one is The Flash. The Flash is supposed to be this big event. We get the first time ever The Flash gets, a big screen movie, and like, it's just, I remember people were scared that this was just be like No Way Home, that all the focus is going to go to Michael Keaton's Batman, and then I'll reboot this, reboot that. Oh, it's not rebooting. And the questions are just like, it's like everywhere. Like, and I want to be excited for this movie. I am, and I cannot wait for this trailer to come out, but there's just so much going on with this movie, and now they're removing the cameos and all that. And look, I love Cavill, I love Gal Gadot, but again, I'm still going to trust James Gunn. I'm going to trust what he can do with this universe. But I just hope this doesn't ruin the movie. At the end of the day, that's the only thing that matters. As long as it doesn't affect the movie. Now, from what I've heard, of course, I'm not a scooper, but from what I've heard for a long time from Flash Film News and all that, is these cameos were never really major. The only core Zack Snyder Justice League member that had an importance to the film was Ben Affleck's Batman. He's the only guy who actually had some importance. The others, I believe, were just quick cameos, which it really doesn't matter. But it's unfortunate because I do think this is Gunn trying to get rid of the old, DC, trying to move away from that. And I'm still wondering, how is this movie going to play out? Is it going to do some sort of reboot to DC? Is it not? At some point, I just need answers, man. And I honestly wish this movie just came out sooner. It's funny because it's like, it literally feels like everything is going against the Flash. It's like everything possible that could happen is affecting the Flash, whether it's studio interfering, or whether it's news of reboots, whether it's Ezra Miller getting into issues outside of the movie. It's like, bro, just release this movie. I don't know. Come on, man. I just need this movie out. But yeah, unfortunately, we won't get to see Superman and Wonder Woman in the film. But to me, I don't see that as a big news. At the end of the day, if they were just quick cameos, it really doesn't matter. I know we live in a world where cameos are the cool thing, but at the end of the day, as long as it doesn't affect the movie, I don't think it matters. Now, if we had heard Ben Affleck got removed from the movie, then there I would be worried, because I know definitely Ben Affleck has an importance to the film where he sets up as being the Batman in that universe, in Barry's universe, and being that Batman, and then all of a sudden seeing another Batman. I feel like that's important. but like a quick cameo of Superman and Wonder Woman, just to me, just it's not very important at all. Like, okay, you were just like I don't know. I really don't care. But anyways, I just hope it just doesn't affect the movie. I just hope it doesn't destroy something from the movie. Kind of like Justice League in 2017. Like that genuinely, like erasing Darkseid from that movie affected the film. Erasing Steppenwolf actually being an interesting character, that affected the movie. You know, Justice League 2017 is proof of, you know, don't fuck up the movie too much or else you really run the risk of really, really having a bad movie. Or even Batman vs. Superman Ultimate Edition, you know, it's like the theatrical version had 30 minutes cut off from it, and it left people confused because those 30 minutes were actually vital. Like, especially that Africa scene you see in the beginning, where it's like, wait, how do people frame Superman for that when there was bullets on them? But then you see the Ultimate Edition, and you're like, oh, okay, they burned the bodies. That makes sense, you know. And they also give you more like of a reason, like why they're in Africa and all that. Like, why are they framing Superman? But yeah, I mean, just as long as you don't really, you know, fuck up the movie, as long as you don't mess it up too much, it really doesn't matter. Anyways, you guys let me know in the comment section down below. What do you think? Do you agree, disagree? Whatever it is, let us know in the comment section down below. And obviously, this does mean a new DC era has begun.